Could the Model 3 outsell the Toyota Camry this year? In Australia, that is. That's the question that automakers are actually asking right now, and auto magazines in Australia. See, there's been a trend of a lot of new Teslas coming out this year or being delivered in Australia. And obviously, Toyota and a lot of other companies around the world have suffered supply chain shortages, so has Tesla. So the numbers have come down a little bit on deliveries, and cars have become a little bit more expensive. I know Tesla themselves have pumped up the price a little bit of their cars. Just want to say thank you for joining. Welcome to the show. My name's Dominic, or Dom Warner. Basically, there's a few things to note here. It demonstrates a decline in traditional sedans, so especially powered by internal combustion engines. It also highlights Tesla's immense popularity in Australia, revealing its power in this country and how well they've actually done to stabilize themselves here. I know if you go back a couple of years ago, it was definitely there was a big highlight over Tesla on whether they actually would succeed here, because there is a big dynamic here or a large group of people here who do like cars the way they are. We've got the V8 supercars that are extremely popular, but you look at countries like America as well, and they've got NASCAR, they've got a lot of motorsport over there as well, and I'm sure it was questioned over there as well. So it's just sort of history repeating itself a little bit. Obviously, Tesla has been extremely successful in America, and we're starting to see the very, very similar results here. Now, the Model Y isn't here yet, but the Model 3 has been here for about four or 5 years now. I think 4 years, if I remember correctly. 2019 is when they started delivering here. But we've had the Model S and the Model X for some time now. I believe Tesla's been here since 2014. Now, if you compare the relatively affordable Toyota Camry, which costs between $30,000 and $46,000 before on-road costs, that is, compared to the Tesla Model 3, which is actually $59,000 to $86,000. And I believe Tesla's Model 3 prices actually at the moment, I'm not sure, this might be with on-road costs, are about the 67, 68 at the moment because they have pushed the prices up. So with that in mind, it's pretty incredible what they've actually managed to do. If you look at the numbers, Toyota has sold 10,213 Camry sedans this year as of the end of September. And Tesla's a little bit harder to track those numbers, but there's a company called Vita Prime, which is a Tesla shipping tracker. It reports that approximately 9,100 Model 3s have arrived so far on the shores of Australia this year. We're assuming that most of those, if not all of them, have been delivered. Despite Tesla really being one of the very few manufacturers that don't actually provide these details to us. These numbers are different to actual delivery numbers. Tesla has obviously, they don't provide these numbers or the sales data for us to get a clear picture of how many cars they actually have sold here, or Model 3 specifically. But these are the numbers we're going to use. Therefore, the gap between the Camry and the Model 3 is roughly only about 1,000 units. So approximately 1,150 Camrys were sold by Toyota each month in this year, 2021. Assuming the pace continues, the mid-sized vehicles should end 2021 with approximately 13,600 vehicles sold, or Camrys sold. It's extremely likely that Tesla is easily going to surpass 10,000 units delivered in Australia this year. So it'll be really interesting to see, can that actually overtake the Toyota Camry? Because I know the Toyota Camry, I'm not sure whether it was last year, but for a very long period of time, it was an extremely popular car here, potentially one of the most popular. The Chinese factory that supplied sedans, anyways, I know it definitely was sedans for a while, and you see them everywhere when you drive around. The Chinese factory that supplies the Australian Model 3s is obviously working hard in reasonable time, despite the current challenges around short supplies. Among electric vehicles sold in Australia this year, Tesla's number is higher than all the EVs put together. So Australia has actually sold 3,568,000 battery electric vehicles this year, which is a 191% increase year on year. However, it's far behind Tesla. Tesla have sold over 9,000 Model 3s in Australia, sold to date, as far as I know, in 2021. The company's overall annual sales tally in 2021, due to the fact that there have been no Model S or Model X sales recorded in 2021 here in Australia. They've only sold around 2,300 globally, or it might actually be exactly that number. And that was because they did the redesign. So obviously they stopped making them, pretty much stopped making them altogether for quite a while there. For starters, Tesla closed its Fremont assembly lines earlier this year to retool. The updated Model S and X, including the Model S Plaid, so the tri-motor version of the Model S Plaid. Tesla has pretty much said that they believe they will sell as many cars in Australia in 2021 as they have in Australia since they've been here, since back in 2014. So it's really impressive to see. I hope Tesla do really, really well here because they deserve it. They have taken the what's the right word for it? They've taken the risk to actually come to Australia and be a brand new provider in the market in terms of EVs and their EV technology. And I think they're the ones who have done the bulk of the research and taken the bulk of the risks to make this happen and to make the market change. And obviously, a lot of people were crying out for EVs as well, so they've filled that need for people. So they deserve to reap the rewards for a little while, right? But I do see a positive future as well for a lot of these other car companies. But it's exciting to see Tesla doing so well. So let me know down in the comments below if you think that if Tesla will actually sell more units than the Toyota Camry this year, Tesla Model 3 that is. And let me know down in the comments if you actually think that maybe next year or the year after, will the Tesla Model Y become more popular in Australia than the Tesla Model 3, like we've seen in North America. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Have a great day and see you next time.